The Louvre Museum in Paris, which was considered the most secure structure in the world, was looted in broad daylight. No one can believe that the amazing robberies that were seen in Hollywood movies can actually happen in front of everyone. Welcome again to my channel Facts and Forms. Viewers, on the morning of October 19th, 2025, the Louvre Museum opens for the public as per routine. Guards were at their own place and tourists from all over the world entered the museum. It was 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and it had been 30 minutes since the museum opened. Then, on the other side of the museum, where the River Seine meets, an extraordinary event takes place. A truck, which is usually used to transport furniture to high floors, comes and stops near the museum wall. There was a mechanical lift on this truck. But neither did this truck have to be put on top of any furniture, nor was the intention of the people sitting in it clear. A total of 4 people were included in this group. They were wearing a yellow and orange vest, just like construction workers wear, but they were hiding their faces in balaclavas. 2 of the 4 people, without any care, extend the mechanical lift and reach a balcony on the first floor of the museum. This balcony goes to one of the most magnificent parts of the museum, the Gallery d'Apollon, the Gallery of Apollo. This is the same gallery where the royal treasures of France were kept for display. But there was a big obstacle here to enter the Apollo Gallery, a very thick glass wall. After reaching the balcony, he took out an industrial-grade disc cutter from his bag, and in just a few seconds, he managed to penetrate the gallery glass and enter it. All this happened so quickly that the security guards did not know about it until now. But with this action, the museum security alarm went off, and the guards in the gallery saw the thieves. But the thieves didn't care about anything. They threatened the guards with power tools and kept working. The guards immediately followed the protocol and started removing the tourists from the gallery. There was a commotion in the museum now. An eyewitness later said that there was a state of complete terror there. People were not able to understand what was happening until the police and staff members were busy getting people out of the museum. The 2 thieves broke the glass of the display cases in the gallery with great satisfaction, picked up 9 precious treasures, and then left the same glass and went to the balcony. Down there, his 2 companions were now waiting for him on scooters. They got off the elevator stairs quickly, got on the scooters, and ran away from there. All this happened so quickly that no one got a chance to understand. According to the police, the thief stayed in the museum for 4 minutes, and the entire operation means parking the truck, extending the stairs, cutting the glass, and robbing it took only 8 minutes. Before leaving, he also tried to set fire to the truck with the lift, so that the police could not find any evidence or fingerprints on the truck behind. But a brave staff member of the museum immediately intervened and stopped him from doing so. The thief managed to escape through the A6 motorway from the Boulevard Périphérique, meaning the ring road of Paris. This daylight robbery was an unbearable humiliation for France. But the question is, what exactly was stolen from the museum? What did the thieves target? When the loss was estimated, the whole of France was in mourning. The things that were stolen, their financial value was there, but their historical and cultural value has been called priceless. According to the Ministry of Culture, a total of 8 valuable things have been stolen from the Louvre Museum. Now here you will think that I said 9 before. Yes, the thieves stole 9 things, but while running away, one of them fell on the road. It was the crown of Empress Eugenie, 170 years old. Empress Eugenie, who was the wife of Napoleon III. This crown was specially made for her in 1855. When the thieves were removing this crown from the hole in the glass, it was not coming out because the hole was small. Forcing it out caused a lot of damage to the crown, and in the end it was scratched a lot because it fell on the road. The director of the museum later said that its repair may be possible, but the loss of the 8 things cannot be completed. These included a beautiful tiara and a brooch of Empress Eugenie. Empress Mary Louise, who was the second wife of Napoleon Bonaparte, had an emerald necklace and the same set of earrings. In addition to this, a tiara, a necklace and earrings of Queen Mary Emily and Queen Hortensia sapphire set, and a special type of brooch called a reliquary brooch. All these things were of the 19th century, and thousands of diamonds, emeralds, silver, and other precious stones were attached to them. These were not just jewelry, but they were part of the royal history of France. According to an estimate, the price of gold, stones, and diamonds used in all these jewelry was $102 million. But according to the royal family, it cannot be filled in $102 million or $1 billion. That's why it's called priceless. Surprisingly, the thieves didn't even touch the most precious things in the gallery, like the famous Regent diamond, which alone costs 51 million euros or $60 million. In addition to this, the Sanchi and Hortensia diamonds were also kept there, but the thieves ignored them. This is why it is believed that perhaps they came on a special order, and they knew what to steal. The Paris prosecutor's office has said that this loss is not a loss of money, but a loss of French history. But the question arises, where is the lack of security in the world's most famous museum, where millions of people come every year? When the investigation began, many amazing discoveries were made. French media has said in the initial reports that there was no CCTV camera in the room where the theft took place. Yes, CCTV coverage was not complete in the world's largest museum, and the external cameras were also not fully covering the balcony from which the thieves broke in through the glass. But there was a bigger shock when a member of the French Senate, Nathalie Goulet, told the BBC that the alarm was actually the museum's wider alarm. There was also a localized alarm system in that balcony, but it broke down a few days ago. If that alarm was correct, security would have found out about the entrance of the thieves to the balcony. Immediately after the theft, the director of the museum admitted this failure of security and presented his resignation to the Ministry of Culture. But his resignation was not accepted. This theft has raised a big question mark on the security of French museums. And let me tell you that this was not the first incident of theft. In the same museum, a painting of Mona Lisa was also stolen in 1911. An old employee of the museum had stolen the famous painting of Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa. He hid the painting under the coat and easily got out. The painting was recovered from Italy 2 years later when the thief was trying to sell it. This incident made Mona Lisa the world's most famous painting. After this, in 1976, the sword of King Charles X was also stolen from this museum. 3 thieves broke through the museum's window and entered inside to steal the sword of King Charles X, which has not been recovered till date. And for the last time, even in 1998, this museum has been the center of incidents. Even during this time, the thieves took out a painting from the frame and managed to escape. This painting is still missing, and now, 27 years later, this robbery has happened. Fortunately, on Saturday, October 25th, 2025, the police arrested 2 suspects who have deep links with this robbery. The police had collected about 150 DNA samples and fingerprints from the scene. These samples were taken from inside the helmet, gloves, and truck like thieves. And the police say that they have been arrested on the basis of matching DNA samples. One of the suspects has a record of old gold theft. The police hope that all the thieves and masterminds involved in the Paris Museum robbery will be caught soon. But it has not yet been said whether these suspects have received stolen goods or not. After the theft, the museum was closed until October 22nd. But the Apollo Gallery is still closed. The police say that this was a highly organized and professional robbery, and the investigation is still ongoing. I hope you will like and share this video. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next video.